we just started before.
Right.
All right. So, guess we're gonna talk music. So I guess we're gonna talk the Super Bowl performance, Kendrick Lamar. What you think about it?
I ain't watch it live. You know I ain't watch it live. But I did skim through it. I went and watched it. I mean, I got to because we got to talk about it. I mean, I wasn't really pressed to watch it, but I did watch it. It it was bad to me. It
Why you think?
wasn't good.
Why you think it was bad?
Well, the audio sounded. I'll start off nice. The audio sounded crazy a little bit. I mean, I get it. I liked what he did. He liked how they was doing it for black people. But we got to stop this shit, bro. We really got to stop it. Because I'm starting to think you niggas think Drake white. I'm starting to think niggas think Drake is white. I'm tired of, oh, Kendrick doing this for the culture. He doing, no. This nigga using another man name to, and he don't need to. First off, let me say, Kendrick is a great artist. He don't need to do this. But he using another nigga name to boost his career. And if we go back in history, this is what Kendrick does. What's the song with Big Sean?
Oh, that control
Control.
shit.
All go look at all the biggest moments of Kendrick's career. Control, dissing. The BET cipher, dissing. This shit, dissing. Anytime Kendrick tried to do that Black Power, you know what I'm saying, just all that shit, it fell flat. Kendrick biggest moments come from dissing. I'm I'm not saying nothing wrong with it. We living in the age where, you know what I'm saying, you try to get clicks. But y'all gotta stop telling me how honorable this nigga is, how he the messiah, how he want the culture. What is the culture? What is the culture Kendrick fighting for? He said if you take my music off Spot, if you take R. Kelly music off Spotify, take my music too. Now we all know R. Kelly is a real pedophile. It ain't no hearsay, none of that shit. We know for a fact R. Kelly is a pedophile.
Yeah, that
Kendrick
was
like
crazy.
him. We ain't
That was
got
crazy.
not one woman or child or whatever coming out saying Drake molested them, touched them, did none of that shit. And we letting him get off with this shit. Signed to Dr. Dre, a known abuser. TD, multiple people in TD has been accused of abuse. So how many times we gonna let this nigga just sit here and lie to us like it's about him trying to save the kids? Nigga, you're skipping on stage talking about pedophilia. You skipping and gyrating. I mean, I'm just Kendrick a great artist. I said it before. Kendrick is a great artist, but his biggest moments come from dissing. To quote J. Cole, and I don't even believe it's true because I think we'd still be talking about Kendrick. We wouldn't mention him if he wasn't dissing. I mean, it's kind of right. Kendrick, when he not around, we don't really talk about him. And then he see other niggas getting, he see J. Cole and he see Drake having hella success. And what's the first thing he do? He started dissing.
I ain't gonna
Not
say
only
niggas are
that,
strong.
they asked this nigga to be on first person shooter. They asked him to be on there. Everybody know that. They asked him to be on there. Instead of him saying, "No, I'm cool," this nigga go on the song with Future and Metro Boomin and diss these niggas after they wanted him to be a part of this shit. So when is we gonna come to the realization that Kendrick is a hater?
He said he was a hater. I mean, he made that clear. He said he was the
When
beast.
has it been cool to be a hater? I've admitted to being a hater. People looked at me crazy. This is what I'm saying. If people like you, you can get away with shit. Drake can't come out and say he support R. Kelly, but Kendrick can, and nobody better eye.
He definitely couldn't say it no.
He can't say it now. But Kendrick could come out tomorrow and say he like R. Kelly. People be like, oh, R. Kelly cool. But Drake the pedophile.
I mean, he can
Come
say
on,
like
man.
his music. He can't say he fuck with R. Kelly the person. I mean, he probably wouldn't say that.
Can Drake tell Spotify, nigga, if y'all take R. Kelly music off, take mine too?
I don't know about that.
That's what Kendrick said. But he don't like pedophiles. I'm just trying to make it make sense. But back to the Super Bowl. I mean, it wasn't good to me. A lot of people liked it. A lot of people disliked it.
I
I
thought it
just feel
was okay.
like, bro, he making his career about Drake.
At this point, it seemed well now. Yeah, it seemed like it. I'm
What did
hoping
you
it's
think? What
wrong.
did you, I mean, you watched it. What did you think of the halftime show? Was it
I thought
great to you?
I didn't think it was great. I thought it was okay though. I didn't think it was ass. I thought it was probably more on the mid side or something like that. But I thought it was a good. I thought the choreography was good and like everything that he had set up. I thought that was decent.
Yeah, I like the
I just wish
choreography. I mean, it was all right. Yeah.
I wish he would have picked better songs, but that's
That
my.
was the worst. I tell you what, Kendrick was better off coming out there doing not like us 5 times. That's all this shit is about.
Yeah, I
We
mean
can
you're
make
right.
it about the culture. Kendrick want to make this no, bro.
And
Kendrick don't give a fuck about these niggas. I'm tired of people saying, "Oh, Kendrick, he fighting for the culture. He fighting for the." What the fuck is Drake? Y'all act like Drake is a German or some shit. Like the nigga black. His daddy's from Memphis. What the culture that Drake carried for 15 years, making hits. He not part of this culture because this nigga Kendrick said so. It's
basically,
a weird time, bro, where anything a nigga could come out tomorrow and say Kendrick killed 10 people. And if he did, nigga, people still won't believe it. You can have proof that he did it, and niggas will say, no, I don't believe that. Kendrick not that type of
hell,
guy.
no, no, I don't
How the
think.
fuck do we know what type of guy Kendrick is?
If you
This
can't
nigga don't
approve,
talk unless he dissing somebody.
if you can't approve, I think niggas be like, all right, this nigga, they shame him like a hypocrite. Like, bro, you can talking all this black empowerment shit, all this high moral shit, but you doing bullshit behind closed doors. So,
You got more optimism than me. I believe if tomorrow a video came out of Kendrick stumping his wife ass like P. Diddy was doing Cassie, people would say it was AI. That's
um,
what I think. Kendrick could be stumping her head to the goddamn floor, and I think won't nobody think he wrong.
no,
Matter of fact, I think niggas will say, God, what did she do to Kendrick?
I don't believe that. I
I
think
think,
like this
what did
nigga
she do
fucked
to
up. Hell
Kendrick to
no,
make him stump her head?
no,
That's what I think people will say.
niggas be boycotting his ass. Like, oh fuck that, he on the high
I
mighty
don't
shit. Fuck
believe it,
that shit.
man.
'Cause
I don't believe
the
it.
tables are turned so bad on him. If that was to happen, that could be the worst shit that could happen. That's the
I
worst
think
shit
he
that could happen.
untouchable. I think Kendrick could walk outside right now with a camera phone and slap the first woman he see, and everybody will say, "Well, that bitch did something to him," because he Kendrick would never ever just slap the shit out of a woman. That's just we don't know Kendrick. I've heard the nigga talk probably 5 times ever outside of music, and he never say nothing worth hearing. He never say nothing worth hearing. They asked the nigga do simple questions. What's your problem with Drake? And instantly what he do? Oh, I'm just trying to make the culture better. What culture, bro? What's our culture? Black culture is hoes, drugs, violence. All that black unity shit Kendrick talking about, that ain't been into the black culture since the 60s. So what culture is he protecting? What is he protecting?
The culture is trash, but I mean, that's his claim. That's his claim. He claimed he trying to get the culture together, get us on some for better morals and
So
better
what
code.
makes sense? What you think really going on? Is Kendrick trying to make the culture better, or do this nigga just hate Drake and want everybody to think Drake some got this nigga think Drake Calvin Candy? What
I
the
think
fuck is Drake? They say Drake bad for the culture. Tell me one thing Drake did bad. Drake started talking about love. That's all he
yeah, no,
heartbreak.
I don't know if he bad for the culture. That's crazy.
Lil Durk bad for the culture. Motherfucking King
Everybody,
Von bad
yeah,
for the culture.
everybody bad for the culture. If you want to say it, if you want to really say that,
Future, pop 30 perks, drink 10 bottles of lean. That's not bad for the culture. But this light skinned nigga over here talking about how bitches break his heart. That's horrible. We don't need that. That's horrible for the culture. We don't need that. I'm just trying to make it make sense, man. That's all I'm trying to do.
I don't know. Maybe Drake was fucking their hoes. I don't know what happened. I don't know what Drake was doing.
There's no, you can't get me to believe Drake fucked this many bitches.
I don't know.
Drake, he,
I don't
so
know.
you telling me Drake just fucked this lame, nerdy Canadian?
Yeah,
That's
he
what they
fucked.
call him.
I believe he fucked a couple of their hoes, and then other niggas just jumped off. Other niggas probably just was on the fence towards him, and they just picked a side.
Did he fuck? Did he fuck any of Kendrick hoes? I doubt it. So why Kendrick hate Drake so much? You
I
don't
can't.
hate this man
I
because
can't tell
he
you that, bro. I'm not Kendrick. I don't know. I can't tell you that, but I know that um, it's been subliminals for years. Like it's been little subtle shots for years. And
it have, but I don't really
I
like I
don't know
said.
where them from, but I just know that I don't know where the beef, the hatred, the dislikes stem from. I don't know where it began, but I know that it's been some subtle shots throughout the years.
I say when Control came out, I felt like Drake took it the wrong way. I didn't think Control was that bad of a diss. But I feel Drake saying, nigga, I took you on tour. I was the first nigga to come take his videos. Nigga, YouTube and Google is free. Kendrick praising this nigga for taking him on tour. I felt like Drake was like, bro, none of these other niggas reached back or reached down to bring you up but me. So why the fuck is you mentioning me in the song? I felt that Drake was a little soft for that. I did. But did he not have a point? If you my nigga, I'm looking out for you and you diss me, I'm gonna feel some type of way.
Did he diss him in that control verse?
He mentioned his name.
Mentioning your name, that I mean that control verse was on some just friendly competition type shit. Like I'm on your last type shit. I don't. It didn't. That really wasn't no diss.
I
Drake kind of
feel that. And that's why I kind of feel like Drake
took it
was
to heart a little bit.
he kind of took it to heart. But Drake didn't go
So
around.
that's probably where it began. Then, like, yeah, that's probably where it began. Drake took it to heart. Kendrick, because he said he don't want to work with Kendrick no more. And Kendrick, remember he brought it up in the song, like, "Oh, you don't want to work with me no more." What he say?
Yeah, I
Here's,
know.
here's,
Didn't he say that in Euphoria?
yeah, I think
But
so.
another thing that don't make sense. I don't want to work with you, but I tried to get you on first person shooter. It's a lot of when I go back, that's my problem. It's a lot of contradictions in all the shit Kendrick say. He say I'm the biggest hater. I hate the way you walk. I hate the way you dress. But prior to that, he say it's two goats hugging and kissing on stage. I love them both. You cannot possibly love a nigga and call him a pedophile. He contradicted himself through this whole beef. He say this shit for the culture, but then he say he just don't like the nigga. But then he say he love him. I'm confused, and it's like nobody paying attention to this shit but me. You can't say I love a nigga and then in the same breath say you hate the way the nigga walk and talk,
When he said
and
I
then call
love
him
you,
a pedophile.
when he said I love them both, I think that was just for the punchline line he was trying to set up
What was the
for that
punchline?
YMW Melly bar. He said, what the fuck did he say?
I know exactly what you. I don't remember what he said,
That
like
YMW Melly
word
bar
for
like
word.
up though.
Yeah, but it's just odd, bro. It's just odd.
But I mean, I do get what you're saying though. But
Biggest moments is dissing. And my thing is, when is this gonna run out? Who you gonna diss next? All right, everybody say you fuck Drake up. Throw him to the side. What now? What's your big? Who you gonna diss now? Nigga gonna diss like Jay-Z, Eminem?
that's what
Maybe gonna diss Kanye.
that's what we'll wait to see. We'll wait to see his next move. Shit, that's gonna make a break. That's gonna really like tell like is he really like as big or did he really just have to use Drake for a stepping stool to get him higher in his career, or let's see if he
I,
maintains the spotlight.
I believe Kendrick smart. I believe Kendrick know nigga Drake is the biggest artist.
Yeah, so he
I
like,
don't think I don't think nobody could deny that. What's gonna hype me up more? And let's be real, these niggas, it ain't like these niggas young. Bro, these niggas been in the game 15 years. This nigga waited 15 years to start dissing this nigga. It wasn't that. Drake was getting bigger and bigger, and the whole time Kendrick got steam coming out his fucking head. He hated that shit.
I
And
believe
now
so.
it got to a point where he was just like, I can't take it no more. I'm a say whatever I got to say about this nigga to ruin his career. I hate it. I hate the success he's having so much because he told us, this ain't me. It's not that serious. I just hate the way you dress. I hate the way you. He never said Drake did shit to him. He said it out of his own mouth. It's not that serious. I'm just a hater. So what was going on? I'm sitting back watching this fucking Canadian light skinned nigga fuck everybody, bitch. He selling out. Everybody love him. Nigga, I'm black. I'm from Compton. I'm the seed of Tupac. I should be the nigga getting all this fame. And I think that's what happened. This shit go back from before Kendrick was even famous. Go back to what was that? I don't know if it was Section 80 or not. Something. I'm chilling with my girl. She playing Drake. Damn, nigga, is this damn baby? Is this nigga that much better than me?
I do remember that line. Yeah,
This hate been brewing in this nigga before he was even on. That's from a song before the nigga even got on. So, like, why is everybody blind? That's all I'm saying. Do we hate Drake that the world hates seeing Drake had that much success? We just gonna ignore all the fucking BS Kendrick saying? I get it, nigga. Michael Jordan, you done won 6 rings, nigga. We don't want to see you win no more. Tom Brady, goddamn, why the fuck you got to keep winning? Mahomes, goddamn, another one. Brian, like, I
play a
get it.
factor
We
into
get
it.
tired of niggas winning, but I felt like this is too far, bro. Calling a nigga a pedophile. Like, what are we doing, bro?
Yeah,
A pedophile is a person that fuck kids. And
it's a
people
rap beef though.
say, yeah.
It's a rap beef. Niggas,
And people
niggas gonna reach,
say,
gonna reach for something.
I get that, bro. But go back through all the rap beefs. Tupac went to jail for rape. Biggie saying songs, nigga, I'll do this to your kid in the butt and throw him over the bridge. Not one time did a nigga come out and call him a pedophile. Not
No.
once.
But I mean, Kendrick seen that video and he just interpreted like, nigga, you 21 fucking with a younger age girl, you a pedophile. Hold on,
I
bro.
get that.
Piss me off. Hold on. And he just ran with it. Hold on, no. Yeah. But like I said, he seen that video and he was like, oh, you touching an underage girl. Like, what the fuck? This nigga weird. So he just called him a pedophile and ran with it.
The
Like that's what
video,
he discovered. He discovered that during the beef. So of course he gonna run with that. I mean, it's
all
a
right,
beef.
I get
That's
that.
some dirt that he can, you know what I'm saying? But now, like everybody else, like taking it too far. Like we understand, like, because a pedophile is you touching a small child. Like, but I
Yeah.
mean, from his angle, he was reaching in a beef for something he can have hangover Drake hit.
I
But
get it.
like the crowd took it too far. Like I feel like everybody else took it too far. Like everybody else calling him a pedophile, knowing like that's not really what it is. Like
And like I said, we talked about this before. Nigga, when we was in high school, I don't want people thinking I'm taking up for this because I'm not. Drake is 38 now. When that video came out, Drake was 22. The girl was 17. When I was in school, it was 20 plus niggas was 20 years plus picking up 17, 18-year-olds and nobody called him a pedophile. Because that's not a that's not a pedophile. Being 22 and talking to a 17-year-old is weird. Yes, it could be weird. Why you not talking to bitches your age? Why? Yes. But a pedophile is a person who touches children.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I'm
That's
saying.
what a
Like,
pedophile is.
that's what I'm saying.
And
Like,
Kendrick's smart, so he
they,
knows that.
yeah, and the Kendrick fans ran with it. Like, they made it bigger. They made it mean more than what it did. Like, they actually like, oh, you a pedophile, you a pedophile. Like they rubbing it in. Like, so it sounds like something like that is really not.
Yeah, it went too far left. Because
It went,
nigga, if you
yeah,
say
basically,
anything
it
nice about Drake,
went
you're a
too far.
pedophile too. If you say, damn, this nigga Drake, this song pretty good, it'll be a 30 people in your comments saying, oh, you must like kids too. Because I said this nigga, this a good song? Oh, this outfit Drake got on is this. I like them shoes. Oh, them pedophile shoes. You must like kids too. But
Yeah,
y'all niggas will sit up here. I seen the same people who call Drake a pedophile say they love R. Kelly music still. I seen it with my own eyes. I seen people
it's
say in
music
one
though.
breath,
I can say I still love R. Kelly music. Like, it's his music. I don't like the nigga. I don't like the man R. Kelly, but his music is something totally different.
that's cool.
I can dissociate the art from the man, the art from the person.
That's I get that. That's cool. But it's people literally saying, fuck Drake, we don't need him in the culture no more
Yeah,
because
no,
he's
that's
a
too.
pedophile
Yeah,
with no proof.
that's
It's
Kendrick fans
literal
taking it too far.
video of R. Kelly urinating on a girl who's 13. And Kendrick Lamar said, if you take his music off Spotify, take my shit too. So do you hate pedophiles or do you hate Drake? That's all I want to know at the end of the day. Because you sit next to Dr. Dre, who's a known abuser. I'm not making none of this shit up. You can go look it up. You say you love R. Kelly, who's a known abuser. You put Kodak on 3 albums. I mean, on the multiple songs on your album, 3 to 5 songs on one album. And Kodak has been accused of sexual assault multiple times. Not once, not twice. Kodak has been accused of sexual assault more than 3 times. Not just regular shit, biting women's breasts, holding women hostage,
That's crazy.
and you right next to him dancing on stage. So my thing is, if you hate pedophiles, cool. Everybody hate pedophiles. I got a daughter. I hate pedophiles. But don't paint a nigga as a pedophile just to ruin his career when you're known for hanging with abusers and pedophiles, so called.
Like I said, man, if you in a beef, bro, it's like if you in a fight, nigga, and you getting your ass beat. I ain't gonna say Kendrick was getting his ass beat in a fight, but you in a fight, nigga. Like, if you get your ass beat, nigga, you might reach for a stick. I don't know. You might fucking reach for something that you can beat this nigga ass, that you can fight back with. So this nigga found that little dirt, and he fucking ran with it, and it just went left. Which I'm pretty sure that he wanted it to go like that. But yeah,
Do you think in 3 years, maybe not even three, because I think, it'll still be like that. Do you think it's gonna come a time where Kendrick gonna look back like, damn, bro, that shit
like I
was
took.
weak. I shouldn't have did that. If he the Messiah or
Probably
whoever
like,
everybody think
yeah,
he is,
he might probably like like 10 years down the road. I don't think, yeah, probably like 10 years down the road or something. He probably look back and be like, yeah, it was kind of harsh.
I don't know.
Right now he basking in the moment. So, and he got so many enablers around him. He got so many hype men around him. Like, he basking in the moment. But probably like in like 10 plus years, he might be like, damn, that was kind of immature. That was wild. You know,
We seen a lot of niggas beef and get back cool. I don't think it's nothing Kendrick could do to ever make Drake
I mean, yeah, if I
be
was
cool with
Drake,
him
yeah,
again.
fuck him for life. If I was Drake, yeah, fuck that nigga for life. But
Like I don't care. It could be the worst shit to happen to Kendrick. If something happened to Kendrick and Drake just go on Instagram and just put laughing faces all day, nobody should be able to say nothing because this man called this man a pedophile, and then he not only did he do it, he went on a tour with it. He went on a tour calling this man pedophile, world tour. He went to the Super Bowl. He went to the Grammys. He about to go on tour. And all this is built around one man. We could stop fooling ourselves saying, "Oh no, Kendrick would have did this, even if he never dissed Drake." No, he wouldn't have, bro. If Kendrick never dissed Drake, he's not performing at a fucking Super Bowl.
yeah, probably not. Probably not. Cause
But
I don't even know if you. Yeah,
well, I mean, what he got? We got Money Trees. We got. I'm trying to think of all the Super Bowl songs he could perform. Money Trees without Not Like Us. Money Trees. Uh, We Gonna Be All Right. I give him that. I'm trying. I'm trying to give him at least five. You like Kendrick? Can you help me? So I got Money Trees. We Gonna Be All Right.
I couldn't even give you no Drake songs though. Honestly, probably like God's Plan and shit. What would Drake play?
Drake could play. I mean, there's so many. He got features. Drake could play. Drake. I think Drake got the best catalog in rap outside of Kanye and maybe Jay Z. So if we
What?
saying what can Drake play, he could play. I I don't even. Let's see. I gotta look it up. I'm on right now. We can say God's Plan. We could play Started from the Bottom.
I mean, yeah, he can play that. He can play old shit probably from. If you're reading this, it's too late.
So look,
Energy.
God's Plan. Started from the Bottom. Headlines. We can go Jimmy Crooks with 21 Savage, one of his biggest songs. Uh it's so I'm looking at them right now. Let me find it. Cause most of Drake's songs, like he do make a lot of R&B. So I guess you could say, could he play Mob Ties? I think he could do Mob Ties at the Super Bowl. He
I
could
don't know.
play could he do would
I don't know
Controller
about that.
work at the Super Bowl?
They probably could have.
I just
It
feel
just
like
depends on the aesthetic, like the vibe they're going for, to show that the tone that they're trying to set.
and another, if Usher could be in the Super Bowl, I think what the fuck. So I think Drake could easily, if Usher could like have a great Super Bowl, Drake could easily have a great Super Bowl.
Yeah. I was
With
thinking of more.
Kendrick, it's just most of his songs are
They
until now
they're like message driven.
is message driven, and you think a bunch of white that's who at the Super Bowl, a bunch of white people want to hear about niggas struggling. They don't. White people, first off, white people don't care about no niggas struggling. They don't care about you get you being motherfucking oppressed. They don't care about none of that. And
Kendrick got
most
some
of
shit.
Kendrick's music,
Kendrick got some shit he could have played
yeah,
though.
Kendrick got some shit.
So I ain't gonna even
It
lie. He could
Kendrick
have
makes
played.
great music.
He could have played that win shit with J Rock. He could have played a lot of stuff. It's just he didn't pick the right catalog.
He picked most of the stuff off GNX, and I'm no outside of LA and outside of people who hate Drake, nobody was listening to GNX like that.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
he just
mean,
picked
maybe
catalog. I ain't gonna say he didn't deserve to be up there though. But I ain't
he
gonna.
deserved to be
But
there. This year
he
he
did.
deserved. I'll say that. Even I'll say that he deserved to be there. But he deserved to be there because he took down the best nigga in the world.
I was saying I wasn't gonna say he didn't deserve to be in there, but damn, I forgot.
I feel like n- he deserved to be there. I can't say he didn't deserve to be there. He had a hell of a year. But we gotta stop acting like it's not because of Drake. I see people saying, no,
No, it's
Kendrick,
definitely yeah.
Kendrick
That's what I
just
was
the
about to say.
man.
It's definitely because of Drake. Yeah, it's definitely because of Drake. He wouldn't have been up here if it wasn't for if he didn't have this song about Drake. But he
Yeah.
still could have performed. Like it still would have been it still wouldn't have been a bad pick if he was chosen
Yeah, it would have never. I'm not saying
without the
Kendrick
Drake
can't
diss.
do it.
Like huh?
I'm not saying he can't do it, but I'm saying most of his music is not for an NFL audience. The NFL audience is 70% white men. They're not trying to hear about black struggles.
Yeah. I mean he got songs though, like some hype songs.
Yeah. And then he got a lot of features. He do have a lot of features, but I think America, like, forget black culture. That let's stop that. We make up a small percentage of America.
Of course.
America likes Drake. America as a whole likes Drake music, and they could relate to Drake's music more than they could relate to Kendrick's music.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. And Drake turned down the Super Bowl. People thought he was lying, but he came out. Drake turned down the Super Bowl a couple times. Now looking back on it, I think that was the biggest mistake he could have made, because now it's like people like, oh, you couldn't have. Let's stop it. Let's stop acting like Drake isn't couldn't be at a Super Bowl. That's ignorant to say.
Yeah. He definitely could have. Yeah. Most definitely. I'm pretty sure he was nominated before.
Yeah, but it was a mistake for him. In hindsight, looking at it now, it was
I
a
don't even know if it
mistake
was
for
a
him
mistake.
to not do it.
I don't even know if it was a mistake because that he you don't get paid for
Yeah,
it.
you don't get paid.
So it's kind of like, bro, how I look at it, it wouldn't even be an honor. Like if I was famous and I got asked to do the Super Bowl, it's really not an honor, bro. It's kind of like a shuck and jive show. It's
Yeah,
like the Coliseum back in the day when like they had like everybody in the stands watching. They had like gladiators or people fighting just for their amusement though. Like
yeah,
it's it kind of that's kind of what it looked like. It's kind of what it feel like to me. So
you're not wrong. So let's switch.
it's like a
Let's
shuck and
let's
jive.
go to this. This would be the last little Drake thing. What do you think about the album? Like the album coming out with Party Next Door. What's your thoughts on it? Should he not put out an album this soon? Is it too early, or should he?
No, I think it's perfect timing. I think it's perfect timing. I think it's perfect for it to be an R&B album and not rap. It's less
Yeah,
criticism on his part, on his end, and yeah, I think it was smart. I think it was
yeah,
a
I
good.
think it was. Yeah,
I think it's going. I think it's going. I feel like it's going to be a decent album.
yeah. I feel like this is this what he had to do, because I said this when the beef was like coming to an end. Well, not when they came to an end, but when they were like almost done making music. I think the Hard Part 6 came out, and you could hate Drake, you could not like him. The Hard Part 6 was not a bad song, and it had more likes. I mean, more dislikes than likes. And that's when I said, bro, Drake could drop an album, 15 tracks, some of the best rapping we ever heard, and people would say, "Ah, this shit suck." And I
Probably.
said the only thing he could do, even though people still criticize him for it, is put out an all R&B album, and that's what he doing. You can't. It's hard to criticize an R&B singer. I mean, you could say I wasn't feeling it like that, but you don't hear people saying, "Ah, man, that Usher album sucked. Nigga wasn't talking about shit." Or that Tank album, that Tyrese, Chris Brown album. You don't
Yeah,
really hear that
you
when it
get the
comes to
same.
R&B.
Yeah, you're not gonna get the same harsh criticism from the hip hop community from the R&B.
Yeah.
It's a
So I
whole different
think this
vibe.
best form. But I do think if this album is good, his next album he could start back rapping.
Yeah, I feel like time heals all, and all you got to do is get get back good grades with people by making good music.
Yeah, and I also think as a Drake fan, it's time. I think he should ignore Ken. This is Drake in every beef he had the most to lose. I don't think he understood that. Every beef he ever had, Meek
Most
Mill,
definitely.
Pusha T, Kendrick Lamar, he had the most to lose in every battle. And I think he was too stuck on, oh man, I want to prove myself. I don't want to be looked at as a like I'm running.
Yeah,
Niggas diss Jay-Z for years, and Jay-Z ignored their ass. And I think that's what Drake should have did because these niggas hate you. These niggas hate you.
in
Anytime
hindsight,
a nigga couldn't wait to call you a pedophile, that ain't regular dislike. That's hate.
yeah, in hindsight, looking back now, he definitely should have avoided that shit.
Yeah. People would have said, "Oh, this nigga running from Kendrick," but Drake could have flipped it to, "I'm just this nigga little bro. I'm not finna keep beefing with these niggas. I took this nigga on tour. This nigga was did nobody even knew this nigga before I snatched him up.
Yeah,
I wish he would have took that route and not gave Kendrick any bars. But it's kind of that's hindsight still because when he first started, I'm like Drake killed this nigga. And I think Family Matters, looking back, if most people don't believe it, Family Matters, rapping Family Matters and Euphoria was the best diss tracks out of this whole beef. Not Like Us was just shock value. Oh, you calling a nigga a pedophile. Everybody gonna be like, oh shit. We never really heard that before. So I feel like he didn't really have a choice to just go to R&B now because anything he says in rap is gonna be depicted broken down. If he could be talking about somebody else that's not even Kendrick. And I'm like, they're not gonna want to hear the shit.
yeah.
They're gonna discredit everything he says because Kendrick got the throne right now. So, but Kendrick can't. The one thing we know, Kendrick can't sing. So unless Chris Brown about to come and do motherfucking and beef with Drake on the singing tip, I don't see how this album could be affected by the beef. I mean, people
That's,
could get on there and say, "Oh, who he singing to? Is he singing to a 5-year-old?"
that's why it's a good
I,
move, and it's not just solely him. It's him and Party Next Door.
yeah, and I think that's a good move. But which I don't think this is. I don't think it's possible. If it's bad, if it's a bad album, that could hurt Drake too. They could just, this nigga ain't got it no more.
If it's mid,
Kendrick
or him.
ruined him.
If it's
Yeah.
mid, hurt him too. So I'm like, oh yeah, he ain't. Yeah, they don't say this. He ain't got it no more. If it's mid, he got
But
it.
I
Then
heard the snippet of him singing. I don't think it sounded good to me. Like I heard you said you didn't like the snippet with Party. I think if let's say Party is mid on this album and Drake carry, I think that's still good for Drake. It's like, yeah, like it wasn't Party shit was kind of weak. That nigga Drake, he carried that shit. I think that'd be good for Drake.
yeah, I just think
But
it just give it some time. Time heals all. So like people gonna be, they're not gonna really care about it no more after like 6 months. Like this nigga,
yeah, I think the Super Bowl was the max.
yeah, the song is kind of like wore out now. So and then
Yeah, we never had a diss song that got played like this. Ether, nigga, Ether didn't get Nas didn't go to a Super Bowl with Ether. He didn't like
it wasn't no bop though.
take he didn't
It
win a
was
Grammy.
it wasn't no bop though. It was like a lyrical song. Like
Yeah, but
not like
let's
nothing.
say even with Drake with when he dissed Meek, that was a huge like that was one of the biggest diss ever when it first happened.
Yeah,
He didn't my thing is nobody used a diss like this to and drug it out. Drake this Meek, he did his show and then it was over. Nas this Jay-Z, it was over. Go back and look through history. Everybody who did somebody, nobody carried it out like this. So I think it could flip for Kendrick and be like, all right, bro, what else you got?
Yeah,
Like people could flip it on like, bro, all right, yeah, not like us, cool. But what the fuck? What else you got, bro? Especially if Drake start back putting, which I believe he will, keep putting out good music. It's gonna say, hey, Kendrick, hey, he a pedophile. Like, shut that shit up, bro. We tired of hearing that shit. Ain't nobody came out and said this nigga did nothing. So I think for Drake, it would be best if Kendrick keep beating this dead horse. I think that would be the best team for Drake.
yeah,
But we'll see Friday. If this album good, I believe that's the start of the comeback. So we got a few more days and we'll see.
yeah. Do time. All right. Moving on from that, we're gonna go on to the NBA. Man, what you think about that Luka trade?
I mean, if you're a Laker fan, which I'm not, you should be excited. But if you are a Dallas Maverick fan, you sitting scratching your head.
Man,
You sitting scratching your head
man.
because how does that happen? How do a 25-year-old superstar get traded for a 31-year-old star who's injury prone?
Yeah, nobody can answer that question. Nobody can answer that. Nobody can
I
answer that.
can't answer it.
Luca
And now it
must
came out today that
smash on
that's
twice.
not the only time they tried to trade him. They called Minnesota and tried to trade him for Anthony Edwards. They called the Bucks and tried to trade him for Giannis.
Damn.
And so I'm confused that because at first I was thinking, yeah, they was doing this for the Lakers, but no, they was trying to trade this nigga to anybody.
That's
So I'm
I didn't know that.
confused.
I know they was shopping them around. Like how
Yeah,
long
that's
did they
basically
shop them around?
shopping them around to anybody.
Like 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 how long before the trade happened?
3 weeks. They said they was looking for a trade partner for 3 weeks.
Damn. They was trying to get rid of his ass. They was fed up. That's wild. He only 25. They traded him for an injury prone 31-year-old.
Yeah,
It just don't make no
but
sense at all.
I will say this: it looks so crazy that I believe that article that came out today talking about, oh, we was trying to trade him to anybody. I think that could be fake. I think that could be fake. I believe basketball was down across across the globe. Basketball, fucking every team, nobody was interested in basketball that much. The product was bad. They were shooting too many threes. Nobody played defense. Nobody plays.
I mean,
I mean,
look,
you
that's not gonna change though. None of that, everything you just said, that's not gonna change.
yeah, and I don't think that's gonna change. But I think shipping what would get the NBA back, you know,
Yeah, we'll get some
to
more
some
eyes.
relevance.
We'll put some attention on the NBA. Trades. Shake this shit the fuck
Luca,
up.
Luca and LeBron, who wouldn't want to see that?
Yeah.
Our product down. It.
I mean, so you think
What
the
can we
NBA
do?
so you think the NBA forced the trade is what you're saying. You think Adam Silver stepped in and made that decision.
I'll say this: sports is entertainment. We got to stop
Entertainment
thinking that
is a
sports
business.
is it's a TV show. That's really what it's a year. It's a six
It's
month,
a
eight
it's
month
business
put.
first.
Yeah, it's a business and it's entertainment. I'm not saying the games are rigged or any of that, but I'm saying, well, I'll say this: I don't think the players know what go on. I believe commissioners and refs they do shit behind the scenes, and how do I want to say this? They do shit behind the scenes that players aren't privy to. They don't know about,
I mean, there's some
but
collusion. Yeah, of
it's
course, there's some
yeah,
collusion going on to try to get on
and I
board.
think that's what happened. I think the product was down, and they said we need a splash. And I think Adam Silver called somebody in the Mavericks and called the Lakers and say, I need a favor. I don't know what they get in return for that favor. Cause it seemed like Dallas just got a shit deal on top of
Yeah,
Anthony Davis getting hurt after the second game he was there.
that's wild. That is
But
wild.
it makes no sense. Like this is the equivalent to the Cleveland trading LeBron when he was 24. This is trading Steph
Lakers,
when he came on in like 2017. This trading him to the motherfucking, I don't know, Trailblazers for Damian Lillard after he done won 2 rings. It just don't make sense. So my only thing could be is the product was bad. We need eyes. What would get us more eyes than seeing Luca and LeBron on the same team?
I don't
I
know,
might
man.
be wrong, but
I mean,
all
the
I
problem,
know is Luca looked the same size as he always and looked to me.
yeah.
And they say they traded him because he was fat. I ain't never seen Luca in shape.
I don't
I
know.
don't know what an in shape Luca look like.
Maybe the Mavs is just a prideful organization, and they probably saw Luka cutting corners in ways that other players wasn't, and it was like, we don't care how valuable you think you is, we don't care if you're a superstar, you're not above the program type shit. You feel me? It kind of probably was that. They probably just a prideful organization, and like they was like, bro, you're not moving right outside. Like you playing good, decent on the court, but you're not moving right outside of like off the court.
I feel like what you saying makes sense, but it'll make more sense if he didn't just make the finals. You trying to trade him for Anthony Edwards, who he beat to get to the finals? You're trying to trade him for
Like I said,
Giannis?
maybe they a prideful organization. We don't care about like you're not above the program type deal. That's probably like the only thing I can think of because every other thing just don't make no sense. Like
And then you don't think they could have got this why I don't believe that they tried to trade. I don't think the Timberwolves are telling them no if they call and try to trade Anthony Edwards for Luka. I just don't see in a world where they say, nah, we good with Anthony Edwards. I don't see any team outside of
oh,
maybe
and it was like
Denver.
20. How old is he? Like 24, 23.
Yeah, like the same age. But do you I'm taking me personally, I'm taking Luka over anybody not named Jokic, maybe. And maybe Giannis.
Man,
I
I don't know.
can't see them calling the Timberwolves saying, hey, let's just do a straight up swap. And the Timberwolves say, nah, we good with Anthony Edwards.
I can see that.
You can see that?
Yeah. Anthony Edwards is young. He's still progressing in his career. He still got a high ceiling. Like he not near his prime. So and he like
I get
yeah,
that. But I think it's also
like
a case
you
you
know,
could make Luca is the best basketball player in the world when healthy. I put that in there. When healthy is I think yes you can make a case Luca is the best
yeah,
player in the world.
most definitely, yeah. Yeah.
At LeBron's height, uh they tried to trade Kobe for LeBron. Who you know who said no? It wasn't
Wait,
the Lakers.
you said what?
Yeah, they tried to trade. You can look this up. They tried to trade Kobe once for LeBron when LeBron was at Cleveland before he left and went to the Heat. They tried to trade Kobe for LeBron, and it wasn't the Lakers that that said no. It was the motherfucking Cleveland said no. And this was when Kobe was still winning rings. They said hell no. So it don't make sense to me that people in the organization for the Dallas Mavericks would just give up on Luca unless they were forced to, unless they had no choice but to trade Luca. You don't trade generational players. Luca
Yeah.
ain't no Luca ain't no pervert. Luka ain't got caught no bodies that we don't know about.
That's what I'm saying. It must be something either it's something we don't know about, or it's just the Mavs. The Mavs is just a super prideful organization. I mean, that's all I can
That's a
think of.
lot of pride. That's a lot of fucking pride.
I mean, some superstars be thinking they just bigger than the program though, and they probably was like, "Nah, this ain't like we had Dirk.
Yeah.
This nigga, he was in every training camp on time, in shape. Like, I don't know if that's the case, but I'm just saying like maybe it might have been the case, and that's probably how they're looking at it.
Maybe so, but I know, hey, I'll take Fat Luke. There's a
Maybe it's
lot of niggas in shape, great
yeah,
shape, that I wouldn't take over a Fat Luca.
yeah. What about the Jimmy Butler trade? What you think about that? How you like it?
I like it. I like it
Yeah,
a lot. I like it because that's the perfect player for Steph.
it is
I
though. I didn't even.
seen Teague talking about it earlier. Jeff Teague was talking about it. He said, look at all the times Steph won a ring. He just needed a decent small four, not even great. He said, okay, Iguodala, he won rings with Iguodala. And he said, you replace him with KD. He won with KD.
But him with Wiggins.
You replace KD with Wiggins. He win with Wiggins. And then he say, now you got Jimmy, who is a better playmaker. It's probably, I think Iguodala probably up there with uh Jimmy in playmaking.
Mm.
But Jimmy is, out of all those guys, Jimmy, he's the best passer. And
You think he better
that's
passer than
better for
Iguodala?
Steph.
You think he was a better passer than Iguodala?
I gotta think on Iguodala, but he's for sure a better passer than KD.
Yeah,
He's for sure a better passer than Wiggins.
yeah. I agree.
I
Like,
can't say he's not a better passer than Iguodala.
yeah, Iguodala has some. He used to dish that. He used to dish that boy. I
Yeah,
ain't gonna lie.
Iguodala was really a good. He was a good facilitator too, but I give it the edge to Jimmy because we seen Jimmy lead teams that a lot of other people wouldn't have led to the finals twice. He did that twice.
Yeah,
He went to the finals twice with Bam Adebayo being his second best player. I'm not Bam ain't bad. I'm not saying nothing against Bam, but how many other niggas taking Bam to the finals twice? And Tyler Hero and Gabe Vincent and all these other.
you
The
can't say
Heat
Tyler
was
Hero. Tyler Hero cold. No, you can't just say him like he
they
just
they
like
are good, but
Tyler Hero cold.
this to the finals.
I mean, yeah, the other group of people, you can't just say Tyler Hero like he just
Okay,
a
let's put it like this:
nigga.
KD
But no, I know what
outside of
you're saying.
Golden State,
I know what you're saying though.
KD played with Harden and Kyrie. He couldn't get them to a finals. He played
Okay.
with Westbrook and Harden. He couldn't get them to a finals.
No, I know
He
what you're
played
saying.
with Devin Booker and Chris Paul and couldn't get them to a finals.
I know what you're saying.
Compared to them niggas,
Average. Yeah, he led an average team. Yeah,
yeah, he led two average teams. And I
I didn't
think
know.
with Steph, that's a lot of people don't think they still don't think we good enough to win it. I do. I think this is the perfect thing for Steph. Another ball handler, because I think that's really people been thinking Steph fell off. No, Steph was just the best player in the Olympics.
Hell yeah.
He basically won them the medal. I think it was too easy without another good scorer, a great scorer, to just lock in on Steph. And if you
But
lock in on Steph, I mean, you could pass to Andrew Wiggins, who is good every 2, 3 games. What the fuck you gonna do? Pass to Draymond, who averaged 5 points. He didn't have anybody else to take the attention off of him, and now he do. I think all Steph need is, I mean, we literally seen him win a ring with Andrew Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins was the second best player on that team when they won the ring because it was people saying, even though it was stupid, that Andrew Wiggins could have been the Finals MVP, which was crazy because Steph was the best player on the court every game. But it was literally people saying that. And do we think that's because Andrew Wiggins is so great, or do we think it's because Steph Curry made the game easier?
yeah, we already know the space that Steph create. Stop
Yeah.
playing.
And I
Honestly,
love
though,
KD. KD is a great player, but we haven't seen KD do the same shit he did in Golden State anywhere else.
yeah, he ain't made no noise. He ain't even really been. Yeah, he ain't made no noise since he
What
left
has
Golden
KD
State.
done since he left? He hasn't.
He ain't wasn't
Has he
scoring
been to a
like that.
conference finals?
Yeah, he ain't. Yeah, he ain't did nothing really. He ain't made no noise.
As a one, he hasn't won an MVP. He hasn't been to a conference finals. All them rings they say KD won Steph. My thing is, why the hell hasn't he won anybody else ring?
Yeah, he ain't won without Steph. Steph won one without
You
him.
couldn't win Kyrie and Harden the ring. You couldn't win Westbrook and Harden the ring. You
How
couldn't
long?
get Devin Booker and Chris Paul the ring.
Yeah,
So I think, bro, Steph, if you give Steph a little help, I think he could win a ring. Like right now, we 10th seed, so I mean, obviously, people gonna be skeptical. Oh, if they could win the ring, but I know one thing: these two games we just won. If we didn't have Jimmy Butler, we would have lost them. People could say, "Oh, it was the Bucks without Giannis, who been playing great even without Giannis," or they could say, "Oh, it was the Chicago Bulls." I'm telling you right now, before Jimmy got there, we would have lost them games, and we won both in blowout fashion. So I believe, I think this just bought Steph at least another 3-year window. Bron's still playing at 40 and playing great at 40.
and Luka just
Steph
bought
only
Bron.
what?
Bron another
Yeah,
like 2 to 3 year window.
yeah. But I
If you want
think
to play,
the Warriors now, they Jimmy draw more. We was the worst team at drawing fouls. Jimmy been going to the free throw line at least 10 times a game in these last two games.
hell
So
yeah,
he's bringing
he
he
bringing a lot of
drawing
free throws,
fouls.
stopping and slowing the game
He
down. Yeah,
Yeah, he playing defense. Jimmy not a turnover. That's the Warriors. A lot of our problems come from turnovers.
yeah, he has a good
Jimmy
assist
don't turn the ball over. He make
turnover
good
ratio.
decisions. He don't jack unnecessary threes. I wish he shot some because I've seen the nigga open a lot. He don't even really shoot threes, but at least he don't jack unnecessary ones.
Yeah,
So he making the game. I think him and Steph making the game easier for each other.
and then you can take Draymond
Cause
out. You can put
yeah,
Jimmy in Draymond's spot and bring in Buddy Hill, and you'll
yeah.
be straight.
And I think a lot of people can't handle playing with Draymond. I think Jimmy the perfect nigga to play with Draymond. You not finna call Jimmy a bitch.
Nah,
You
hell no,
not finna punch Jimmy in the face.
no, he ain't going for
You
that.
not doing that, Draymond.
Yeah, Draymond for that. He on his behavior. He on his best behavior.
You not yelling at Jimmy face when he
No, he ain't doing all
well,
of
you're
that.
not doing that what you did to KD to Jimmy Butler. So I think it's the perfect fit. And I don't know if we get the ring this year, but I think
He is too. I mean, yeah, we too. We
I
too far.
think either this year or next year we make it back to the finals. I won't discount this year and say we can't because, like I said, I seen Jimmy take a motherfucking Miami Heat team who was an eighth seed to the finals, and you can't tell me anybody on that team was better than Steph. Jimmy's never played with a player as good as Steph ever, so
I
I
agree.
like it.
Ain't the All Star weekend? All Star game is this week, right?
Yeah, it's this week. Valentine's Day, I think it start.
Damn, I ain't really heard much about it. It's kind of been quiet.
It's just I don't know. It's
Super
not.
Bowl.
It's hard to enjoy something when you know people not trying.
Yeah, it's like we've been getting a pretty subpar NBA season, so we already know
Yeah.
they don't even try in the All Star game. It's
So
just
if
a
you niggas don't try in games, why would I think y'all gonna try in the All Star game? So it's
yeah,
like it done took the even in football, like it's like the all the Pro Bowl is not good anymore because we know y'all not trying. So it's like flag football, or it's like I wouldn't even say The All-Star game is pickup basketball. I play pickup basketball games, and niggas who play
It's
pickup play
like
harder than NBA niggas in the All-Star game.
it kind of is like pick up a little bit because they don't play no D. They just let niggas pass them. They don't really play.
Yeah, but that's why I say it's not pickup because we done both play pickup. Niggas play defense.
Sometimes,
Sometimes niggas play defense and be like, God damn, why you playing so much defense? This ain't the
sometimes it's supposed to
NBA.
play offense.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie.
but I just feel, bro, I don't know how the NBA could change this shit. I think they got to start threatening these niggas with taking money away. That's the only thing that can hurt a rich nigga.
Hell yeah.
Is if I got 300 million and you just telling me, well, you can miss these games, won't nothing happen to you. Well, shit, I'm gonna keep missing games.
Yeah.
If I got 300 million and you say, look, that 300 million might come down about 200 if you miss these 30 games, we gonna take some of that money back. Them rich niggas are straighten up. Kawhi, that nigga think about missing 3 straight weeks with a sore shoulder
They
or
need
a
to
stomach ache.
they need to shorten the season up a little bit though. Give them about 70,
Yeah, I do
65
believe that.
games,
Yeah,
and then to give them a harder penalty for missing more games.
yeah. Because it's harder. If you got 60 games, I think it's harder for a nigga like Joel Embiid to sit out 30 games.
Like, bro, you should be playing about 50, yeah, about 50 games. If it's about 60, 65 games,
Yeah.
really,
I
you should be
mean,
playing about 58.
yeah, and it just look bad because y'all got this nigga LeBron who's an old man
The
and
Iron
he
Man of the
barely
city.
misses game. But you got a nigga like Joel Embiid or Zion or you
Anthony
know what I'm
Davis.
saying, Kawhi, Anthony Davis sitting out because oh nigga, my stomach hurt. I got my back a little tight today. I gotta miss the next 3 games.
You got viewership going down. You got people turning in
Yeah.
their season tickets. Yeah, they gotta turn it around.
But then that goes back to why I think they traded Luka. We gotta make a little splash. Who
Yeah,
knows? Shit, if it keep going down, maybe they might trade another nigga next year. Hey, yeah, Anthony Day or motherfucking Anthony Edwards, we're gonna trade him to the Warriors. I like that. I wouldn't mind that.
I love that.
But if the product don't get better, because I'm not even gonna lie, I love the Warriors, but we was going at it with the Bucks yesterday because we kept shooting threes. It was wide open lanes to score layups,
Yeah,
and these niggas just kept shooting threes.
and they gonna keep shooting threes, like, cause that's the incentive now. Like, they deem that the most efficient way to score.
Yeah,
It's
it
like
used to
why
be
take a two when the three is
exciting to
more?
dunk. Yeah,
Like, why take a two? Why take a two when the three is worth more?
I
Like,
think you should. This probably most people probably wouldn't agree with this, but I think you should make not dunks count for three, but I think let's say you dunk on a nigga and it's like a nasty, like it's like crazy. I think you should get extra points for that. Not a regular wide open dunk, but just give an incentive to these niggas to not shoot threes, like because they're gonna keep shooting them.
yeah, that's not gonna stop, man. Cause that's why you be saying like 130 plus 140 on one 125 plus 125 on the board.
What do you think about them putting like a cap on threes for each half? Like, no, each team could shoot up to 25 threes. You can't shoot more than 25 threes in a half.
It wouldn't work because the floor of the game won't dictate how many threes you can shoot. It's like it's the floor of the game. Like,
Yeah.
you can't really dictate how many threes a team gonna shoot.
But it has to be something they could do because niggas never shot this many threes. So it's niggas
All right,
scared to
niggas
get
plus.
hurt.
I mean, I guess so.
So we
We just
just
don't
gonna
like.
shoot threes so we don't get hurt.
I guess. Yeah. Yeah, we don't have to come back to that one because that's a crazy solution. I don't know. They ain't figured it out. We not gonna figure it
They
out.
ain't gonna figure yeah, we ain't gonna figure it out. They ain't figured it out. So All I could hope is that I don't know,
Yeah.
niggas
Moving on.
maybe just I don't know.
Yeah. So moving on from the NBA, uh, let's get into some movies and TV.
Let's go.
What you think about Invincible season 3 so far?
I like it. Man, I've liked every season of Invincible, so I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I'm not
Um,
surprised either. I don't get the hate for season 2. I don't get why people say it fell off. It wasn't as, bro. Season 2 was dope, bro. The stakes was high. The villain was dope,
yeah,
bro. The
I feel
fight,
like
you know,
the mid-season
yeah,
breaks. I think that turned a lot of people off
yeah. Okay,
because
that
you
was
got all the
yeah,
seasons. It
that.
ain't like y'all like don't got all the episodes already. Y'all have all the episodes made.
It
So
was
why
the
are
reach.
you making your fans wait multiple weeks for the last four episodes?
Yeah,
That I think that's what made people like, man, this shit kind of crazy. Like,
yeah.
even
And
though
then
it's still good,
when they tapped back
but
in, it
why?
was like, yeah, they kind of had a sour taste about the little break, so they didn't
Yeah.
really judge it accordingly. Yeah, that.
And the good thing is they this is what I wish the MCU would do. When you see your fans don't like something, you change. The Invincible creators came out and the writers or whatever, they came out and said, we're not gonna do that again. We know y'all didn't like that.
Yeah,
And then not only we gonna change that, we're gonna give y'all three episodes. You know what I'm saying? To make up for last season. We're gonna give y'all three and then they're gonna go every week until it's over. And they saying, no, we're doing no more mid-season breaks because we see y'all don't like that.
yeah. So
That's what I like about Invincible, that they
they
care
got
about what the fans think.
they got on top of it fast. The problem.
Yeah,
Yeah. I like season 3 so far though. I think they
yeah,
setting up like a redemption arc for Nolan. But I mean, man, it's
yeah,
kind of seemed like that, like with the tension with between what's his name, Cecil? Is that his name?
yeah, Cecil. Yeah,
Cecil and Mark. It's like,
yeah,
can you forgive somebody who's done something so bad? Like, can they redeem themselves? I think it kind of seemed like they setting Nolan up for a redemption arc. Like, they kind of foreshadowing a little bit
yeah.
with the kid,
Uh,
with the son, and everything. Like, he kind of becoming like Nolan. And
yeah.
what you think?
I mean, I wasn't into the comics, but I seen a lot of people basically saying that's kind of what happened in the comics. But my thing is,
Like, how can you forgive somebody who's
can
done?
you redeem a nigga like
That's the question.
Nolan?
That's the question, though. That's the question. So,
But that is a question, but it's just
and you redeem a nigga
like
like
it's
that?
not like he did a killed one person on accident. He
Yeah, he looked at
purposely
us like
killed
ants. I mean,
hundreds.
he looked at them like ants.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's crazy.
So it's like okay, you can what you can you maybe, but it's like how could the world forgive somebody who just brutally murdered so many people?
Yeah.
And I get it, it's a cartoon, it's not real life, but it's like,
And then he had an ulterior agenda. He had an alternate agenda though too to
yeah, I
take
mean,
over
it's
Earth.
almost like
When he said,
the world forgiving, I don't want to go too dark. Uh, I don't know. Fuck it. Let's just say like, oh man, Jeffrey Dahmer was in prison long enough. Let's let him out. Maybe he learned his lesson. That's that don't really happen. Like you don't forgive somebody who just mass murdered a
yeah,
bunch of people. But I mean, maybe they gotta.
maybe they got
Maybe
a
it's a
friend.
bigger threat.
Yeah, maybe that's what I'm thinking. Like maybe it's a bigger threat that he gonna come in and save the day or something,
Yeah, and only
or
he
help.
could help. Yeah,
But even then, still not, still gonna be on probation type shit like that. I
yeah.
mean, yeah. All right, so
But
what you about to say?
I was saying, but I feel like, oh shit, I feel like they probably could do it, but you would just have to make the threat so crazy that it's like this the only nigga that we could
Yeah.
motherfucking use for him. So I mean, we'll see.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. The last
I
three.
like it, man.
You liked it?
I, I like it a lot. It's like I like it so much that I ignore some of the shit, like making uh Harry
Harry.
kind of like girly.
No,
I still don't understand.
I mean, look, I don't got no problem no more because they didn't make him feminine. Like he just kind
Yeah,
of
he
looked.
don't seem feminine.
So
It's
at
just
first
like
I
they made him look feminine, but he don't
yeah.
act feminine.
So it's like they just kind of gave him like a rich, snarky look to him.
But it's like,
At
what's
first
the
I didn't know how
point
to
of
feel
that?
about it. Yeah, I didn't know how to feel about it, but I mean, I don't care. I can look past it, I guess. And a little
Yeah, I
subtlety
can look
of,
past it.
of the best friend being gay. They don't flaunt that in your face. They only like had her like flirting with the chick like one time. They don't like
Yeah.
flaunt. They don't flaunt it in your face. So I don't really have a problem with it.
I mean, sometimes I don't like it,
It's
but I
annoying.
also,
Yeah, I don't like it because it's a part of the agenda. And then
yeah,
they do it in everything. They even got that. They have that in Invincible too. They had some
yeah,
gay people. He got a gay best friend. Um, episode 3, that was about like a gay couple, and that was actually like one of my favorite episodes. I love that episode because it touched on like
yeah, yeah.
just real
I
life.
like that episode too. And then it wasn't like it was pushing it in your face, like on that Invincible episode. It wasn't like they were like pushing it in your face, but it was like,
It's
okay,
like
we get it. They're
why
both
couldn't it,
gay.
yeah, why couldn't it just been a girl and a boy? But
Yeah, like I do feel like that, but it's also like I kind of, as being black, it's kind of like, yeah, once upon a time, it was probably white people saying like, God damn, why so many niggas got to be in movies? Like, why do so many niggas need to be in movies? So it's kind of like, I'd be like, yeah, God damn, why do everything got to be gay? But
what?
as a heterosexual male, I kind of feel like that sometimes. Like, God damn, why do everything got to be gay? But I
That's
also know it was once upon a time where it was probably a white man feeling like me saying, God damn, why do everything got to be black?
I don't remember
I
when
kind
everything
of
was black.
sympathize.
I don't remember.
That's the thing. It was never, but you know they say that like you they say that like I mean
But I guess
the
you know
woke thing is, yeah, with the
they
woke
gotta have
thing is kind of
represent.
like it go too far left too as well. It's like
I guess they gotta
everything
check
not
off that
woke.
box. They gotta check that box to
Yeah.
have representation right there. They gotta check that DI box off. So, but as long as they didn't
But
flaunt
my
it
thing
in your
is, why not just have the characters as the characters? If if in the comic books this person is white, you don't have to make them a Mexican girl. You can just
face,
keep them
yeah,
white.
yeah, that's I don't know. That's DEI all the way. That's just
Yeah.
an agenda where they trying to, yeah, make everybody have representation, make everybody
And
have.
that's just not, we got to get
Not
past
really,
that because everybody can't
yeah,
everybody can't be represented. Like you don't think midgets want to see more midget superheroes?
right. or
Like everybody can't be
just more
represented.
midgets in shit.
Like
Period.
how many fat people, you don't think they want a fat superhero? Fat, you don't think fat people like, man, god damn, I wish for
Yeah, no,
one time just put out a fat Superman.
no, you can't.
Every
Do that.
That's life. We all can't be included.
Yeah,
So
but
I mean, I get it. You want everybody to feel represented, but I mean, it's just that ain't how the world works. Just
but
not
at the
how
end
it
of the day,
is sometimes.
it's not a big problem for you on a Spider-Man show, is
No,
it? At
it's
the end,
not a big problem. I mean, I notice it, but it's like, I mean, it's still good.
yeah,
That's
no.
the main thing. You could get away with that shit
If
when
you don't,
it's a good storyline
yeah, when it's a
and
good
you know what
story,
I'm saying, it's interesting.
and when you don't flaunt it, like when you don't just have it in people's face, like just keep
Yeah.
having a short sexuality off, or like just
Yeah, and
keep,
that's another thing. Why do we need to know who these people fucking
yeah,
or what they prefer to do when they, for all I know, I wouldn't give a fuck what Batman do when he not fighting crime. I don't give
right,
a damn who he dating.
right, yeah, that don't even matter. Yeah,
Like I think that's what we need to get to, where we take out sexual, like we don't need to see these people having sex because that's not what it is about. We don't need to care about who they're dating, who they lay with at night.
I ain't gonna say that all the
I
time.
want to see this nigga fight crime.
Yeah, sometimes I mean. Yeah, I agree with you.
I mean,
Majority.
if the story, if it fits the story, like you know what I'm saying, Superman and Lois Lane or something like that, yeah, use it.
Spider
But for
Man,
you
Mary
to just
Jane.
be having people gay because you want to represent
Yeah,
LGBT, I just don't see the point in it.
yeah, they gotta stop. All right, moving on from Spider Man. What about Captain America? This movie comes out this week, actually. What you
Like,
think?
I ain't gonna lie, I'd
What do you,
rather sit home and watch paint dry
do you
than
think it'll
go
hit five?
see.
Do you think it'll hit 500 million in the
Hell
box
no.
office?
No. First off,
Yeah, I don't know.
it's
I don't think in my ear it probably hit like 200, like 300 mil.
first off in America, you never gonna sell a black Captain America to nobody. I don't give a damn. What what you say? That's not that was gonna always be like a problem for half or if not more than more than half of the people in America.
Yeah,
And not only that, when you start putting out clips and these clips just look horrible on top of having black Captain America, it's like
and then you
it
never really
rub it
set,
like it don't rub me the wrong way because I'm
never really
black. I
set them
like
up.
it's cool,
Then you never
but they
really set.
set them up to fail.
Yeah, they didn't set them up to receive the mantle properly. Like honestly, it
Yeah,
should never even been passed the mantle too, but they didn't. They
yeah,
didn't set them up.
and it's like y'all wanna. I get it. Y'all needed somebody to take the mantle of Captain America because y'all made. But this is Marvel problem. Y'all did this. Nobody
Yeah,
told y'all that Captain America had to get old and go move away and pass the mantle. You guys wrote that, and I mean,
they could have
at
recast
the
it.
time,
They could have recast him
yeah,
through the multiverse in this
yeah, he
multiverse
could have
saga.
just found another white man to play Captain America, and everybody would have been happy.
Yeah,
But then if you're gonna make Falcon Captain America, cool, but do it with good writing. Once
yeah,
you make it the writing is shit and the fight scenes look bad, that give more people credence to be like, ah, see that motherfucking Black Falcon. But if it's a good movie, like we're talking, if the writing is good, like we're talking about Spider-Man, if we seen this, if all them clips came out and it was the fighting looked good as hell and it wasn't corny jokes, they're like, shit. I mean, I really don't like that this nigga Captain America, but I'm gonna give it a try.
yeah.
But the
Them clips that
CGI
came
look horrible, the
out,
fighting look horrible, and
fighting
the
was so
jokes is like it's like kid shit.
yeah.
Are you
Uh,
excited for it?
no, I'm not. I'm not excited for it. I do want to see it though. I'm curious to see it because I want to see what the quality of the film. I'm not excited to see it, but I do want to see it. I want to see what
Yeah, I
I want to
mean,
see how bad it's gonna be, or if it's gonna be bad, it's gonna be mid.
I want to see it like I want to see. Like
Captain.
sometimes I watch a Tubi movie just because it's so bad. I'm like, oh yeah, this shit funny. That's how I'm not trying to go see it to hope it's good because I think that ship sailed. I don't think it's possible. I don't think it's possible for this movie to be good after what I've just seen. Now I could be wrong. Maybe I can go in this movie and be like, oh damn, they put out the worst scenes and saved the best shit for the movie. I could be wrong. But I think it's more that I think it's more that and I think at the end of the day, this is gonna hurt Marvel more than it's gonna help them.
Yeah,
Because I do think Fantastic Four gonna be good, but I think it's gonna be people that's already just like I'm out by the time Fantastic Four even come out. I think this how bad this movie gonna be that it's gonna scare a lot of people away from even paying money to go see something else.
I think the main MCU fans are anticipating the movie to be bad anyway. So people like just
Yeah,
let this one go by, and we're gonna see like what Fantastic Four and Thunderbolts do. I feel like people
yeah,
already written this movie off anyway. So
and I don't blame them. But
Yeah, I don't
because
blame
when
him.
you
But
look at Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four trailers, they look good. It looked like
yeah,
they could still be bad. Marvel done tricked us before with a good
most definitely.
commercial, but it's like they're not even trying to trick us with Captain America. I haven't seen not
Yeah,
one scene that make me like, oh man, I got to see this. I haven't seen one.
yeah,
So I mean, I'm gonna hold out hope because I am still kind of an MCU fan, even though it's like it's wearing off. I got Daredevil in me, I got Thunderbolts, and I got Fantastic Four. If I walk out of those three projects and I'm just underwhelmed, I'm checking out. I'm gonna
yeah.
let y'all put this crap out. I'm gonna deal with this crap because y'all been had it in the tuck for so long. But after this, if you guys put out uh, Thunderbolts and all the best parts we seen was in the commercial and the movie crap and the jokes horrible, I'm out, man. I just go to DC. I watch Invincible. I watch The Boys. I watch Spider-Man.
I watch Sonic, watch
Yeah,
the
I watch anything.
MonsterVerse, Godzilla. Yeah,
There's plenty other franchises to watch other than, Marvel to just keep giving me bullshit and wasting my money.
yeah, I definitely agree. But I don't think
It's
this
around the
movie.
corner.
I don't think this movie makes or breaks the MCU because I think the main MCU fans already written it off as a bad. Like it's not gonna be nothing
But
worth
what
going.
about people who not the main MC? What about people who just watch Marvel movies and they just like they've been on the
People,
fence?
I think they're gonna come back in with word of mouth of a good movie. Like if Fantastic Four is good through word of mouth, I think the casuals gonna come back. That's like yeah, that's I think they're gonna come back.
Yeah. I mean, I guess yeah, I could see that, but all I
Usually,
know is Marvel better hope they hit at least two of these next
yeah,
four
yeah,
projects out
most
the
definitely.
park
Yeah, they have to.
and
They
not
gotta
just be straight. I think this shit need to be excellent.
spectacular.
Yeah. The next, at least Daredevil, I believe Daredevil and Fantastic Four. I think Thunderbolts could be a little underwhelming and
Yeah, he
still,
could be mid because nobody really know about
yeah,
him,
nobody really care about them and most
and
of the
we don't even know
characters
if they're
in
gonna.
Thunderbolts.
We don't know what kind of part they're gonna play into
Yeah.
the continuity of the story. But Fantastic Four, we
So
know they play a part. We know they're supposed to play a
yeah.
part in Secret Wars. So yeah, that
And I'm
movie
tired.
has to
I'm
be.
also
And then
tired of them lying to us too as well. Acting like these movies are set. They did it with Deadpool and Wolverine, acting like the movies are, oh, this is gonna be game changing. And at the end, you're like, well, damn, what am I waiting for a post credit scene or something? 'Cause, they did that with Deadpool and Wolverine. Told us it had big implications on the MCU, and the nigga
yeah,
didn't even go to the MCU.
yeah, that was that was that was crazy.
So I'm just hoping that you know we get a better product this time, and I really do want Marvel to succeed. I want them to be back, but
Yeah, I want Marvel and DC to be, you know what I'm saying, top tier, like on their shit.
yeah,
Like we ain't never seen a world both companies is both studios is thriving. Like it's
yeah,
always
it's
been
been a
Marvel.
while. Well, I won't say it's been a while. DC has never, outside of a few Batman movies, they never had a good universe.
Yeah, so hopefully they can get that in order.
So we will see.
That's all I have for the topics. You got anything else?
Got anything else? Not really. We pretty much covered everything this time.
Yeah, we had about an hour and 32.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Decent
Oh
time.
shit. Till next time.
Till next time. See y'all.